have something else I'd like to do with you guys since we have a little bit of extra time today before Dr. Clark comes. So a big part of medicine, especially in pediatric cardiology, is pattern recognition. Reading EKGs, interpreting echocardiograms, listening to a murmur, these are all pattern-based skills. Some murmurs can take years to truly hear. Some murmurs, it took me my third year of fellowship before I was able to hear them. So if you don't hear a murmur on the first time, it's okay. You train your brain to recognize subtle cues and connect them to meaning. That's what we do every day as physicians. So since stepping away from clinical work, I've had a little time to explore things that have always intrigued me. One of them was inspired by the movie Rain Man. Are you all familiar with the movie Rain Man? So it's a movie that came out in 1988, way before probably many of you guys were born, but it's especially fitting to discuss this month in April because it's Autism Awareness Month, and the film centers around an autistic savant with some extraordinary skills. There's a scene where the main character instantly knows the day of the week from a random date. As a kid, I was fascinated by this. Has anyone ever been curious about the calendar and studied it? Have you ever studied the calendar? Well, I've done that on my time off from work. I've kind of done that. So did you know the calendar repeats every 400 years? So April 10th, 1625, and April 10th, 2425 are all Thursdays, just like today is a Thursday. So every 400 years, the calendar repeats itself. Did you also know that a leap year is not necessarily every 4 years? There are some exceptions to the rules around the turn of the centuries. So 1600 and 2000 are leap years, but 1700, 1800, and 1900 are not leap years. So you would normally think that in 400 years you would have 100 leap years, 400 divided by 4. It's not true. You have 3 less. So 97 years of those would be leap years. So really, a year is 365.2425 days. That's something I've learned over this last year. I used to think kind of studying these things and being able to do some of this calendar math is absolutely impossible, but I watched a 30-minute video that kind of broke down the math on some of these calendar skills, and I was really surprised that my brain started playing with the patterns and rearranging the rules to solve some problems that I had never even considered. So I want to play a quick game with you guys. I'm going to try to do something on the fly with you guys. I'm going to ask 4 of you to give me a single-digit number. So if you give me 2024, we're going to turn that into the year 2024. And I'm going to try to tell you some things about the year that you guys give me. We can pick a year that we've lived through. We can go back in the past. We can go to the future. The only rule is we have to pick a year greater than 1600 because that's when the calendar changed from the Julian calendar to the Gregorian calendar, and the Gregorian calendar is what we use today, okay? Now, I may swing and miss right in front of you guys. I may not be able to do this at all on the fly, trying to do this in front of you guys. I may fall flat on my face in front of all of you. But that's okay. We all make mistakes. In medicine, sometimes we don't get it right the first time. But you keep showing up, you keep learning, and you keep trying. This is just for fun. But it's also a reminder that with time, curiosity, and a little bit of patience, you can train your brain to do things that are hard, even things that are unusual, and maybe even things that you never thought you could. All right? So you want to play along with me this morning? So who can give me my first 1-digit number, and it has to be greater than 1, obviously, to make the year greater than 1600? Yes. 4. All right? So the next single-digit number can be any number. Yes, sir? Oh, you're going to make it hard for me. All right. We're going to go way in the future here. 47. All right, who can give me the next one? Okay, over here. 3. Who can give me the next one? 1. All right. So let me think about this for just a second, and I'm going to see if I can make some predictions for you guys. So I'm going to think about the year 4731. Let me kind of redo. All right, let's see if I swing or miss. What day is January 1st, 4731?
It's Thursday, January 1st, 4731, New Year's Day.
Thursday. So the next thing I try to do is find the Friday the 13th. I think there are 3 in the year 4731. What day is February 13th, 4731?
It's Friday, February 13th, 4731.
What day is March 13th, 4731?
It's Friday, March 13th, 4731.
What day is November 13th, 4731?
It's Friday, November 13th, 4731.
What day is November 26th in the year 4731?
It's Thursday, November 26th, 4731, Thanksgiving.